everyone, my name is Busi Maluleke and welcome to Conversations with Busi. So this is the name that I have so far for my YouTube channel. So welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Conversations with Busi. So the whole concept of today's episode is basically to shoot or do a quick introduction about myself. Who am I? Where am I from? What is my family structure like? What are some of my beliefs? As well as why I actually started the YouTube channel. So yeah, let's get started. So just a disclaimer, I'm not a professional at doing any of this. So if I look at the wrong place in terms of camera, please forgive me. If you hear my dogs in the background, please forgive me. Just try to listen to the content that I bring, try to listen to the introduction and try to ignore everything else. I will try to be as professional as possible. I will also try not to take too long with the video because this is just the aim is just to understand who I am and where I find myself today and basically what I plan to do with this channel and what is the vision, if I can try to explain the vision. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this episode and please be patient with me as I find my way around YouTubing. Alright, so a quick introduction about myself. So my name is Busi Maluleke. I am Zonga. So I was born and bred in Guyana in Limpopo. So I grew up in Limpopo majority of my life until I came to Pretoria for university, where I studied at Tshwane University of Technology a few years ago. So when I came this side, I actually studied industrial engineering and I qualified as an industrial engineer. So in Guyana, I grew up and I have three siblings. So I have an older brother, older sister, and as well as a younger sister. So you can just imagine with that number of siblings, it means that I grew up in a home that was always loud, that was always full of people, and I was the quiet, shy one in the bunch. But God finds you and He places you just where you need, because the people that I grew up with, my siblings, is exactly what I needed for my character to be developed the way that it needed. So I'm really grateful for that journey. I also grew up with both my parents, and both my parents are still alive even now. And really, I do not take that for granted, and I really cherish that from the bottom of my heart. Something else about myself is that I'm a Christian. I gave my life to Christ in 2015. I can even remember the day now. So I am a girl who's just on fire for Jesus, and all I ever do in life is try to serve God as best as I can. In terms of my family structure, so I am married to a loving and awesome husband of mine. We've also been blessed with two lovely daughters. I think that God loved us so much. He's like, you know what? I'll give you double. I'll give you double. So really, we're just so blessed to have our two kids and my wonderful husband. We also own two dogs. Dobermans are the breed. I'll try to put up a little snippet of what our dogs look like. And that is basically my family structure. So as I said, I studied industrial engineering at TUT here in Pretoria in South Africa, and upon completion of my education, I became a professional and currently working as an operational excellence and productivity manager at one of the biggest automotive companies that we have also in Pretoria. So I currently reside in Pretoria, Gauteng, all the way in South Africa. Alright, so some of my dreams growing up was, when I think back, was one, I wanted to be a UTV presenter. I think all the kids growing up wanted to be UTV presenters. And then there was an era where I met Aaliyah, met Aaliyah, or found out about Aaliyah, Sierra, and I started thinking in my life that I want to be a dancer. Soon I realized that I actually cannot move the way that I imagine I can move in my mind. And so that dream sort of died with that. And then started having other dreams. And I think the one that stuck with me was that I was so convinced that I was going to be the next Oprah Winfrey in South Africa. If you look at my life, it doesn't make sense how I thought as an industrial engineer I would be the next Oprah Winfrey, but that's what I dreamed about becoming. I wanted to be the next Oprah Winfrey. I wanted to have an impact for life. I think I always believed that God created me to have a big impact in my life, and so I dreamed about being her. I remember watching her as a baby, or as a child, actually, let me not exaggerate. I remember watching her as a child and thinking like, you know what, one day I'm going to have an interview with Mama O. She'll be interviewing me. And that was the dream that I had back then. So far that has not happened, but hey, you know what, anything is possible. I serve a God who does the impossible. So I still believe in that dream, but I still believe from the bottom of my heart that I've been created to make an impact in this life. All right. And then the next thing, my hobbies. What do I like to do? I am an avid reader. So I believe in growing myself. I believe in self growth. I believe that, you know what, the best thing you can ever do to yourself is to invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your health, invest in anything that actually makes you a better person. And so I love reading autobiographies from people who have made an impact in this world. I love reading self-help books. I don't mind them at all. I really love the 10 steps. You know, I'm that girl who will be there journaling and writing down all the 10 steps of whatever that I need to do and try. So I really love anything that helps me to develop, anything that helps me to become a better person. I'm always for it. I also enjoy reading books about leadership. I think also with my role that I have at work, I always like to read about leadership and different strategies that I can apply to leadership so that it can help me to become a better person. So that's what I enjoy. I also enjoy spending time outside in the yard. I like gardening. I know I was speaking to somebody and they mentioned how I'm getting old because I enjoy gardening. I do not think that it represents that. I don't think that it means that you're old when you start liking working with your hands. So recently fallen in love with gardening. I love spending time with my kids. I don't love much watching TV. I think I use TV as like background noise, but I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy podcasts. I enjoy anything that is educational, so that's what I really like. I'm also always at church. Um, always, always at church. All right. And so that's something that I really enjoy as well. And then in terms of why I decided to start the YouTube channel, I'm not sure if I'll be able to explain it the way that I need in terms of why I started the channel. But I think for me, the intention behind having this channel was to find a way to or find a platform for me to make an impact. And I'm not saying that you can only make an impact using YouTube, but I just feel like technology is something that has been created for us to use it, you know, to the best abilities that we can. And so for me, with this platform is to find a way to make an impact in the world. I believe strongly that God created each and every one of us to live a very extraordinary life. I believe that every single thing that God created, He created it for a divine purpose. Like if you were to look at nature and how nature works, every single thing in nature has been created for a divine purpose. And I'm talking from a little ant all the way to an elephant. There is a big purpose to why that thing was specifically created here in this world. And when I look back and think of the word, God created me in His image. And so, if God created me in His image, it means that He created me to be here on earth to create. You know what I mean? And so, I believe that it created me for a divine purpose. He created me to live an extraordinary life. And so, with this platform, I aim, or my intention is to use it to motivate, to empower, to help anybody who might be struggling with anything in their life. So I did not start this channel because I'm a professional, but I started this channel because I am on a journey to discovering what is God's perfect plan for my life. And I felt like as I go on this journey, as I learn what God is helping me to learn in my life and how that benefits and helps me to grow, that I will use this platform to help other people to grow as well. So this is basically a place where I'll be just journaling my life. I'll be just journaling the things that I learn, and see where it actually takes us. But at the end of the day, the whole aim of the channel is to see how to make an impact for life, how to live this extraordinary life that God created me to live, and what that looks like on a daily basis. Sometimes it will be amazing, sometimes it will be messy, sometimes it will be beautiful. And so I'm just really looking forward to the journey of going through this channel and seeing what else happens. I think that in terms of the rest of the plans for the channel, it's not something I can speak about as yet. But at the end of the day, my aim and my intention is just to use this platform to make an impact in anybody and anyone's life who might be going through the same journey. And so really, if you are on a journey to discovering what your divine purpose is in this life, if you're on a journey of understanding what the extraordinary plan that God has for your life, and you're wondering how to go about that, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be, as I'm going and journaling my own journey, I hope that you join me and you can enjoy this episodes that I have lined up for you guys. And that as I learn and as I become a better person, that it can have an impact in your life in some way or the other. And I think the biggest thing of having this YouTube channel is basically obedience, just being obedient to what God is calling me to do. And delayed obedience is disobedience. So at the end of the day, being obedient to the calling of God, being obedient to what God is nudging me to do in the season of my life. And so the intention is to inspire, the aim is to encourage, the aim is to grow, and the aim is to continue to walk the way that God desires for me to walk. So join me on this journey to discovering this perfect plan that God has for my life, discovering this divine plan that God has designed for me. And I really hope that you can enjoy some of the episodes that I have planned up in the next couple of weeks. And so like and subscribe to my page. Also, please, you can share with your friends and share with anyone anytime that I share something that is impactful or anything that you feel like is helping you in any way. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys, and see you with the next episode. Thank you. Thank you.